Everyone loves watching Bluey over and over again because this show is just too amazing.
Don't spoil the ending.
Why not?
Because Bluey hasn't heard it.
But have you noticed that despite being so awesome, this show isn't perfect and has several mistakes in it?
That doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't make any sense.
Bluey sometimes gets so excited about her games that she doesn't even want to go to bed, and that's what happens in the episode Fruit Bat. Her dad and mom are exhausted and just want a few hours of rest, but Bluey doesn't want to stop. At one point in the episode, while she tries to convince her dad to let her stay up all night, we can see Bingo on the potty, and behind her, we see the window. However, something strange happens. It's nighttime, but through the window, it looks bright as if it's daytime. Did time pass differently for them that day? Or did animators just forget to make everything darker? In the episode Mums and Dads, Indy and Rusty are pretending to be a couple and Bluey is babysitting Winton. But later the game changes and Rusty becomes the baby she needs to take care of. The blue puppy is quite a unique babysitter in that super lively way that Bluey has, and poor Rusty gets scared and runs away. Check out this scene of the babysitter chasing the baby. However, it's during this chase that we see another mistake in the show. Do you see those two kids in the background playing on the swings? So, they're students, but not from Bluey's class, but from Bingo's, and everyone knows they go to different schools since Bluey is 2 years older than her sister. Either those kids or the animators themselves got confused. But these aren't the only mistakes in this amazing show, so jump in because another Cinewave is starting. Everyone knows that having a barbecue with friends and family is magical, but it's not uncommon for someone to get distracted for a moment and the grill flames get super high. And even Bluey's universe isn't immune to these desperate moments. In the episode Spy Game, Bluey's family, friends, and acquaintances are there eating and chatting when a flame from the barbecue scares everyone. Mackenzie's dad runs to put it out, but it seems that this flame, besides scaring the little animals present, also scared the animators, who drew the border collie running right through the flames. Could the little dog have some superpower that we don't know about? In Bluey's universe, I wouldn't doubt anything. For the next one, I'll need your help, because I still don't know if it was a mistake or intentional by the animation team. It all happens in the episode Ghost Basket. Everyone knows that Bingo and Bluey sometimes like to pretend they're old ladies, and when they do that, they even change their names and call themselves Janet and Rita. When I say these girls have a vivid imagination, I'm not kidding. So, in this episode, the game is that Bandit, pretending to be a realtor, tries to sell the old lady's house, but they don't want to leave. Besides all the confusion, the place is also haunted by a ghost, which is Bingo under a basket. At one point during the game, Bandit makes a scared face, and look what appears under his eye. A little line, see? So in cartoons, it's common to have these lines to emphasize expression, but in this case, it wasn't necessary since Bluey and Bingo's dad already had wide eyes. That's why it looks like a mistake. But what do you think? And if you're enjoying discovering these strange moments and are liking the video so far, comment #mistake below. Now let's talk about a scene involving a little dog that sometimes amuses us, but sometimes annoys us. Muffin. Everyone who is a part of the Bluey fan club has a love-hate relationship with Bluey and Bingo's little cousin because she's so spoiled by her parents. But even so, you can't deny that Muffin is super cute when she wants to be. And it's precisely in a scene where Muffin is talking to Trixie that we see something that doesn't make sense. While driving to the Healer family's house and talking to her daughter, for an instant, in a quick head turn, a part of Trixie's fur near her eyebrow disappears. Pay close attention. At first it's normal. The dark hairs on her forehead are visible, but they vanish for a few moments right after. In the episode Trampoline, Bluey and Bingo are super excited, jumping on the toy. They run from one side to the other, and Bandit struggles to keep from falling. And it's precisely in one of these excited moments of the sisters when they throw themselves on the toy's floor that another mistake happens. Right there on Bluey's belly, as she moves one of her paws over it, we can see a spot appearing. Was it just a matter of perspective, or did Bluey actually manage to spill paint on her belly in the middle of all that fun? In the episode Favorite Thing, we can see 4 tomatoes on Bingo's plate, and from the way she's trying her best to pick one of these little fruits, we conclude that this brown puppy is a role model for healthy eating. However, despite trying to pierce the tomato, it ends up flying and hitting poor Bandit's forehead. Poor dad of these two, always involved in his daughter's mischief. Well, once that tomato escapes Bingo's plate, it would be normal for 3 fruits to remain on her plate, right? So can someone explain to me why, when her plate is shown again, there are still 4 tomatoes there? Maybe they're all part of a magical tomato harvest, and that's why Bingo likes them so much. In the episode Pirates, Bingo and Bluey are playing on something that I'm sure you've played on before, on a hammock. They're pretending it's their pirate ship, and Bandit is contributing to the game, swinging the hammock and pretending there's water below. Man, it looks like they're having so much fun! But at one point during the navigation of this imaginary ship, when the scene is shown from the front, if you look directly at the girl's father, one of his ears seems to disappear. So Bandit is left with a weird look and only one ear. He looks like any other animal, but not a dog. And if you also love Bluey and are enjoying the video, quickly click the subscribe button, activate the bell, and enjoy. But in this episode, there's something very, very strange. Still, when Bandit is pretending to be the sea, swinging the hammock from side to side, there's a change in how we see him, an alteration in the scene, and for a few moments, we see the dad with only one eye. Also, look at this curious thing. The girl's dad's fur is entirely dark blue around the eyes, right? So why does it turn light blue for a few moments? It seems Mr. Bandit has a lot to explain. This next one will leave you wondering if there's a parallel universe in Bluey. In the episode Hotel, the girls pretend they own this place full of rooms, and Bandit is one of the staff who accompanies all the guests. While they walk down the hallway of the house, the doors are numbered because the girls have put up numbers to pretend it's all rooms for rent. While they're talking, the three of them walk past door number 3, and on that wall is a picture of Bandit and Chili from a trip they took. Everything is fine at this point, but then, out of nowhere, they pass in front of a door number 6 and the same picture appears on the wall. Now let's talk about the character most loved by the girls and tolerated by Chili, Unicorse. In the episode Puppets, as usual, the talkative unicorn is chattering away while sitting at the table. As he communicates in his unique way, Chili walks by the table and there's a very cute and funny moment where Unicorse looks at her, seeing the family matriarch in a bunch of light and sparkle, thinking she's wonderful and falling in love. However, as soon as we see the puppet again, even his beard is out of place from falling in love with Bluey and Bingo's mom. In the bonus episode Honk, Socks is excitedly playing with her dad. She runs up to Stripe and asks him to play Honk. And it's at the moment that the little dog is running that we can see something else that doesn't make sense. On her forehead, you can see that most of her fur is dark, going over her white eyebrows. However, as soon as she stops and looks at her dad, her fur changes and becomes partly dark and partly gray. In the episode Double Babysitter, Frisky and Uncle Radley are called to babysit Bluey and Bingo for the night. At first, things are a bit awkward since the two barely know each other. But as the episode goes on, they start to get along, and we all know how their relationship ends, right? Well, while the two are babysitting the girls, there's a moment when they're all talking, and over Frisky's shoulder, we see a colorful sheet hanging in the background. Everything's normal, but moments later, the scene is shown again, and the sheet is gone. Could it be a distant relative of Aladdin's magic carpet? How many mistakes almost went unnoticed in this show, huh? Luckily, we bring everything complete for you here. We've picked 2 really cool videos that are perfect for you, so you can keep watching fun content with us. Just choose the one you like the most and click on it. Thanks, enjoy the video!